Yeah, today I was watching one video from MC Koboko, I think, and his argument was no, his thoughts were that if another election comes again, people will still vote Tinubu, despite the fact that this man never sold any manifesto to them. He never told them what he was going to do. Practically didn't say anything. All he sold to his people was that it is Yoruba local. And if it is the turn of the Yorubas, it is his turn. So that led me to think this topic. Why are people so involved in tribalism and religious bigotry? I mean, why would somebody say, for instance, I know here in the north, they will tell you that it is better to vote a Muslim goat than to allow a Christian become president. Why? I'm trying to explore a journey into the mind of such people. Why would somebody who is a pastor of a church, in that church, there are Christians, there are Muslims, Igbo, there are, in the church, there are, of course, it's not a Yoruba church, the one I saw. Why would a man of a God come out and say that, Mile Dibofibo, that he's a Yoruba man, that you can't expect him to vote for an Igbo man? So why, let's journey into the mind frame. Perhaps we might get a solution. You know, the funny thing, the queer thing about this realization is that these people who display this tribalism or bigotry, religious bigotry, have a capacity to live beyond it. Because just recently, when this Nations Cup took place, everybody who watched it didn't watch it as a Yoruba man. Nobody watched the Nations Cup as a Yoruba man, or as an Igbo man, or as a Muslim man, or as a Christian man, not so. Everybody watched that match or matches as a Nigerian. When one asked the neighbor, he asked, I mean, when Nigeria they play? Nobody asked, I mean, when Yoruba they play? I mean, when Igbo they play? It was about Nigeria. So, having said that, you could see that all these people displaying this bigotry and nepotism have the capacity to be Nigerians. So why is this not so? Before we begin to talk about solutions, let's try to explore why they behave this way. We might want to say illiteracy, but it is really not about illiteracy, because somebody like Professor Wole Soyinka is educated yet display random tribalism. You know, it is funny that in the comment on MC Koboko's wall, that they think that when you support Peter Obi, it is because Peter Obi is an Igbo man. You are supporting Peter Obi because Peter Obi is your tribesman. They forget that the same us that supported Peter Obi, or still support Peter Obi, supported Yaradua, who is not an Igbo man. We supported Obasanjo, who is not an Igbo man. We supported Atiku, who is not an Igbo man. Now, why, if you notice, the same people who supported these categories of people, didn't support Buhari, didn't support Tinubu. So why is it that anytime an election comes, you find out the same people, the coloration of their voting pattern is the same thing, and then the coloration of the other side is the same thing? One is guided by religion. One group, as I've come to discover, is guided by religion and tribalism. The other group is group based on perception of what they feel will be good. So the part of people that I'm concerned about are those that are spoiled by this bigotry. I think the fundamental reason why people indulge in this type of bigotry is hatred. Pure, simple hatred. Somebody would say that the supporters of Tinubu, it appears that the only reward they have is that an Igbo man is not president. That's just it. Somehow some politicians have been able to sow in them that sometime in the past, Igbos did one thing to one thing, and then the whole, in fact, permit me to say that it appears that some Yorubas are very good at keeping malice. They don't forget. And the same to the Fulani. Perhaps that's why they have some sort of commonalities. They don't forget. So the biggest reason why they feel they can't vote for any other tribe is hate. But the irony of it is that you want to become president where you rule the Igbo man. But the Igbo man cannot be the president where he rules the Yoruba man. Which leads me to the next reason why we have this thing. Pride. Pride. That's all, or let me put it, tribal arrogance. The Yoruba man feels other tribes are too small to rule over them. Same thing for the Fulanis. They believe that other tribes, they have this contempt for other tribes to rule them. So why? Just why? Then another one is this tribal selfishness, or let me sum it up on crowd mentality. You're more comfortable to be led by those you identify with in certain trait, either the trait of religion or trait of tribe. You're more confident just having my fellow Yoruba man be my president, that's all. Or just confident, say my fellow Muslim brother be my president. Which lead to the last one, lack of trust. You believe if power is with the Igbo man, tendency that the interests of the Yoruba man will not be taken care of. Or if power is with the Igbo man, tendency that the interests of the Fulani man will not be taken care of. But the truth is, as a president, if you have this mentality, just like Tinubu now with the same mentality, tendency that you are not going to look for merit. Your merit will be focused on choosing people only from your ethnic region. Exactly what Tinubu is doing. Today, the Yorubas are in charge of central bank, they're in charge of the police, they're in charge of the judiciary, they're in charge of virtually almost everything. They're in charge of NNPC. The country cannot continue this way. The country cannot continue this way. And the only way we can stop this devilish tribalism is not from people like Tinubu can never succeed. That's not, because it is not in its nature to be fair. Someone who tells you can snatch, grab and take it by force and run away with it. It is not in its nature. Someone like Buhari, it is not in its nature because they don't believe in the equality of ethnicities. They don't believe in the equality of religion. Someone like Buhari believes in the superiority of Islam. And other followers of Islam who believe in the same mindset will follow him. People like Tinubu believe in the superiority of Yorubas. So others who share in the same thought will follow Tinubu. That is why if they bring out Tinubu today, because of the mentality of the superiority of Yoruba people, because of the mentality of selfishness, because of the state of hatred, the capacity to hate, they will vote Tinubu again. Even in the face and the realism that Nigeria is dying, they will vote. Finally, such people who engage in this tribalism and religious bigotry, they are very, very short memory and they are myopic. They lack the ability to foresee what their future, what their action will cause in the future. And let me tell you, those who vote Tinubu actually believe that give Tinubu some time, things will get better. But the truth is that the man never told you what he's going to do for this country to get better. He never told you anything. All he told you that he wants to be president. I want to be president. Emi Loko, our Loko, Yoruba Loko. And the sentiment that drives your Yoruba supremacy is what has led us here. Today, Yoruba is everywhere. What has it done? Buhari came and flooded Fulani everywhere. What has it benefited the Fulani people? Now, until we give merit a chance, we will never get it right. For us who supported Peter Obi, we didn't support Peter Obi because he's an Igbo man. We didn't support Peter Obi because he's from the East. We supported Peter Obi because he told us what he was going to do and how and why he will achieve it. He didn't say it is Igbo's turn. He didn't say it is Southern turn. He just said, do not vote for him because he's an Igbo man. Such a person would have really delivered the good. Stop the religious bigotry. Stop tribalism. My name is Magnus Oraka. Please follow this page and share this post now.